What's up, guys? This is ComJak. 0.93 was finally released for Running with Rifles. I mean, it's been a while. I think 0.92 was released in August, and it is now December, so it's been 4 months, which is kind of uncharacteristically long for the devs there, but it's out, and I'm going to tell you right now, the changes are well worth it. I don't even know where to start, honestly, because there's just so much going on, but I'm going to start with this. There you go. New little smoke and fire animations for vehicles. All the vehicles have them now, so it looks a little more realistic. I don't think it doesn't damage you at all. Like, you can stand right next to it, and it won't hurt you, but looks cool. Alright, so why don't we jump right into it. Let's go to... let's pick a random map. We'll turn on the factions on. So the biggest changes for 0.93 are the weapons. That's probably the first thing you're going to notice right away. Each faction has their own set of unique weapons, and some of them have been changed around. So, for instance, green now has the M16 as its standard fully automatic rifle, while the G36, which used to be green's primary assault rifle, is now gray's primary assault rifle. So it's a little bit of a switch up there. I believe now green's burst fire weapon is the L85. I'm not too sure. Let's go check that out in the armory. Other than that, not too many big changes. The inventory's been kind of moved, so it looks cleaner now. And you can move things around with left click and right click. Left click will move it into your current slot. So let's say I want to cover. So you just left click it. Same with on the ground. So if something's on the ground, you can just left click and it'll go into your equipment. You'll equip it. If you right click it, it goes into your backpack if it's in your equipment. So if I right click the L85, it'll go into the backpack. If I right click it again, it gets tossed to either on the ground or into an armory. But I'm going to keep that. Everything else is the same. You might notice this guy here. Why don't we get one of those, carry him along. M79 grenade launcher. We've also got deployable MGs. So I'm going to dump this, actually. And we've got C4. A lot of new toys to play with. I've mentioned this before in a couple of other videos. But now it's finally released, so I can stop, teasing you guys. So this is the new burst fire weapon for the greens. It's really inaccurate right now because I have a backpack on, which means I'm overweight. Well, not overweight, I'm over encumbered, so I'm at 150% encumbrance, which means my accuracy will go down the shithole. Oh, I'm going to show you another change. So let's swap out for this. Yeah. Oh god. Well, that needs to be fixed, but there you go. All these random prop cars that used to be sitting around the map, you couldn't move it. They were just there. They're all destructible now, and you can move them. So explosions will move it. The carcasses of them can be moved with explosions. You can drive around with it in front of you. I mean, it's just a little bit of aesthetics. It also kind of changes the battlefield. I think all the destruction of the standard cars and things are final, so it doesn't ever reset. So if you destroy this car and move it somewhere, it'll forever be there. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, I'm gonna die. Alright. That's fine. So, one of the big changes. The map is different. I don't really like it. I think it's a little intrusive. Like, it just takes up the whole screen. It's kind of a shock, especially given that the game is really kind of dark. And then suddenly, boom, bright map. It's a little bit annoying, but whatever. Vehicle damage model has been completely redone. So, no, frag grenades no longer do a full point of damage. And so it'll take about 3 or 4 times more frag grenades to destroy a basic vehicle. So a Jeep will no longer go down in one hit. Oh, I'm screwed. Explosives still do 1 damage, I believe, so RPGs, Laws, and the Carl Gustav will all do the appropriate amount of damage. Impact grenades, like you just saw that brown guy throw at me, do 1 full point of damage. So they're kind of anti-vehicle grenades, but they can also be used as anti-personnel grenades in a Snatch. They're a little bit slower and they have a really small, not really small, but a much smaller explosive range. So you got to be careful when you're using those, but they're really good against vehicles, as they should be. And I have C4, but I died with it, so it's not here right now. C4 is basically a sticky thing, so you can stick it to anything. You can stick it to the wall, you can stick it to a tree, you can stick it on the ground, on a vehicle even, if you, so desire. Actually, I'm just going to commit suicide real quick. And what it does is it allows you to click on it once it's been placed and and it blows up. It's a huge explosion. I think the vibrations are a little bit overdone, but whatever. So that's C4. Let's stick it on there. Boop. There's a little in there. So you click it and it explodes. I mean, I don't really know how useful it'll be. It should be kind of funny, more like Battlefield style. Stick it on a Jeep or something and run it into enemy lines, jump out and get it to blow up. That'd be pretty cool, but how realistic is that? I'm not too sure. So I'll just stick it there and just blow it up. The screen shaking is a little bit annoying, but I don't mind it. Whoa, RPG's a lot faster too, it seems. Alright, what else? That's all for green, really, not gray. Fuck grays. It's all for green. Yeah, all the big changes came for the other team, so I'm gonna start a new game as a gray, I guess. So why don't we do that? Perfect. So here's the loadout. The FAMAS is the gray's burst fire weapon, the SPAS 12, the Scorpion. I'm sorry. PSG, you got the PKM, the G36, and the M79. Everyone gets the M79. You got the Carl Gustaf, and everything else is identical, I believe. Yes. The Scorpio is their sounds weapon. Scorpion. Why do I keep saying Scorpio? I don't know why. Meta. Anyways, this is that's their armory. Nothing else has really changed. A couple of UI changes on this, down there. It looks a little cleaner. And you'll get a medic symbol. There'll be a little health symbol down in the bottom right when you have a medic in your squad. So if you're wearing a bulletproof vest, you're gonna want to make sure you have one before you take on dangerous tasks. But I'm going to start out as brown now, because they are fully fleshed out faction 2. Their standards, the AK. AK's been balanced a little bit better, I think. Before it was really a piece of shit weapon. Now it's it's a little more deadly, so you have a higher chance to kill. And it fires a little bit slower, I believe, and the bullets are a little bit slower. So it's going to do a little bit better in close quarters combat, but at range, like across the screen, you're going to lose straight out to a G36 or an M16. So they get the SG-552, the QBS, QCW, Dragunov, whatever the hell this is. I think that's a Israeli weapon? Not sure. Haven't done my research yet. AK-47 and the M79. They get the RPG. So that's the RPG. Doesn't have a rocket because A. And, well, that was nice. Anyways. So that's the brown faction as of right now. I'm not sure. They seem to kind of have really random weapons. Like the SG is also a fully automatic gun. I don't know. We're testing them out right now. So try them out. Give us your feedback. And we'll take that into consideration. If it's unbalanced or if it just doesn't make sense. I don't think the SG-552 makes sense. Once again, haven't done my complete research yet on whether or not it does. But I'm assuming the brown is kind of the Warsaw Pact-ish weapons. But, yeah. Besides that, there hasn't been too much, not too much have been changes. There's a new gore slider. I know that. It's in the visual options. You can change it to low, high, whatever. I'm going to stick it all the way up. This is blood. So, basically now when you shoot a guy, they lose like half their body's blood. And it all goes all over the floor. It's nice and fun. It'd be really cool is if you drove through the blood puddles, the blood will kind of smear and like make tracks, or if you stepped in it, you made bloody footprints. But that's just vanity at this point. Strikes are all the same. Vehicles have been tweaked a little bit. Those are kind of internal changes, so I'm not going to be able to really show that. But you definitely want to get on the Reddit sub forums or the official forums and figure out and read the read the changelog, because the changelog is really long and I don't understand some of it. So definitely take a look there and try it out. So let's go into battle here. Let's try out the green, the browns. Why did I say green? So used to playing green. Handling seems to be a little better, honestly. It's not as much sliding. As you'd expect, this is a freaking Humvee. Oh, sorry. Alright. Let's see, what do we got here? Hello? Hello? Ah. Die! Bulletproof games. One other thing. If you have not heard yet, we are currently trying to come up with another name for the faction. So we don't want to call them green, gray, browns. It's kind of boring. So if you go onto our forums, you'll find a little thread that is asking for official names. So something simple, something that doesn't have the color of the name in the title. So you don't want to call it like the Green Army, like I totally did. But just go up there, fill it out, see what you got. And if it's good enough, we'll put it in the game. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed this update, because it's fantastic. It took a while, but I'm going to show you next update should be the Steam release. So keep an eye out for that. That'll come around maybe after New Year's. But it's coming out soon. So notice again, these cars, totally push them around. It kind of alters the way this map works. Or all the maps. Yeah, hope you've enjoyed this video. And have a good night.